On this episode of the Third and Thirsty podcast, the Denver Broncos defeat the Buffalo Bills. Was it a catch? Was it an interception? Bo goes down. We're going to talk about the coaching changes over in San Diego, LA, wherever the hell they're playing now. Let's get into it. Cheers. Stiddy. Welcome into the Third and Thirsty podcast. Your one pot stop for Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Kansas City, referee, and Taylor Swift free. AFC West banter. I'm Alex Bell, fan of the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game this week against the Patriots. To my left, got Omar Rubio. He's a fan of the Chargers. They've been out of the playoffs for a while because Justin Herbert is their quarterback. To my right,
1 week.
I got Edgar Larios, and he's a Raider fan, and they've been out of the playoffs since about week 4. But shout out to them for beating the Patriots in week 1 and actually making the Broncos the home team for the game this weekend in the AFC Championship game. All thanks to the Raiders and Geno Smith having the only good game he had as a Raider. Shout out to Geno for that and the Raiders and Edgar for being a fan and still continuing to show up for this podcast, even though they get shit on quite a bit. So let's talk about the game. Now, I didn't have time to order a Stiddy jersey, so that's why I got to get up here as the local Stiddy city councilman. I'm not repping the jersey, but I'm repping the meme. So it's very hard to see in the glasses, and we're going to see how long I can stick with this shtick. I still have peripheral vision. If you threw something at me, I wouldn't know what it was. But we're going to stick with this because I don't have a Bronco hat or any Bronco gear today. So this has got to be my Bronco get up. And in Stiddy, we trust. And we'll get into that in the next episode. But let's talk about the game from this weekend. The Broncos and the Bills, classic shootout. Yeah. No one thought that Bo Nix would be able to beat Josh Allen in a shootout, but he sure as hell went out there and did it. How pissed were you guys the moment the game ended? Let's not talk about a half hour or 45 minutes after the game ended when I was also pissed. But how pissed were you guys when the game ended?
Honestly, I wasn't pissed, but I would say that I did call it. I did say Lutz was going to kick that field goal and win it.
You did say Lutz was going to win it with a kick for it, yeah.
I'll say that, but
we were way off on the score, but
completely. I didn't.
But you still had the ending, right?
Yeah, I honestly didn't think the score was going to be that crazy. I honestly thought both defenses were going to be like on point. I mean, the Bills were having a lot of trouble in the beginning, so Denver was definitely doing their job. But hey, it looked like Bo Nix was not having no issue. He was just managing the game, and he made the plays when he had to. So.
Managing the game is kind of a little bit of an insult, I think, to the way he played. He had one of his best games of his career. I think, given the circumstances, best game of his career. But I don't think he meant that as a slight, so I'm going to let it slide.
No, I think there was times, I agree with Edgar, that there was times where the defense was getting up on him, especially like the middle part of the game, like second and third quarter.
Yeah,
I feel like the defense kind of like, especially the third quarter, defense definitely for the Bills turned it up, their pressure rate.
Third quarter was pretty solid for the Bills.
Yeah, and then
I don't know if I'd group the second quarter in there. He hit Humphrey for that touchdown to finish the quarter.
Yeah, but he was still getting pressure on him. I'm not saying that he didn't play well, or there wasn't plays that when he needed to make the play, he made the play. But there was pressure getting to him. You could see him getting a little bit, not rattled, but a little hurried. But then they had their own adjustment, and they adjusted well. I'll give it to Sean Payton. Obviously, he's a really hell of a coach, and he made the adjustments. That's what it takes to be one of the top coaches in this league.
Yeah, and speaking of Sean Payton, and a kind of a debate we had a couple of weeks ago about whether or not he was holding anything back, I think he proved that with their first touchdown of the game, which was a touchdown to Frank Crum, their third string tackle. They're at the goal line. So you said, what are they holding back? Apparently, that's what they're holding back. Frank Crum almost made me crumb.
That's just because they didn't have, what's that guy's name? The extra offensive lineman that usually comes in.
Palczewski.
Yeah, no. If it would have been him, they would have been like, all right, he's coming in for a reason. Because it wasn't him, I think that threw them off.
Crum threw him off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to give to Sean Payton. He called the right plays. He dialed up everything perfectly. Once in the second half, once the Bills made the adjustment, he made one again and showed his upper hand.
Yeah, the best thing about watching that was it was almost like watching Thurman Merman from Bad Santa catch a touchdown pass, because that's what he kind of looks like. A big dude with some curly hair like that. So Thurman Merman out there making some sandwiches and catching some touchdown passes. And he held on to that ball good, dude, because that defender hit him right where you're supposed to hit a big boy when they're carrying the ball, because usually they're going to give it up. But he held on to it, man. So shout out to Frey Crum for that. That was crazy play.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, they won the game, but I also think that the Bills gave them extra chances that maybe Josh Allen was trying to do too much. Maybe he was, feeling the pressure of getting, making it to the conference championship and the Super Bowl. But I feel like he was digging a little too deep into his bag there.
Josh Allen definitely had a pretty rough game, man. He was playing pretty damn clean and looked pretty unstoppable up until that fumble to finish the second half or the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Where he was just kind of running crazy like that.
But you can tell with that play right there that Denver just had him shook because he was running, just trying to make something happen, but he wasn't even thinking he was running with the ball, just with one hand.
Yeah, freely. That was wild.
But I mean, he was making things happen before that. He was playing all these runs, and he's doing exactly what you said. You think Denver's got him? He's almost wrapped up, but sneaks out and gets 15 yards and first down.
That's what Josh Allen does, man. That's why he's one of the best. But yeah, I mean, the Broncos defense is kind of crazy because all season they never produce those turnovers. Now all of a sudden, these last couple of games are stringing some together. I mean, 5 against the Bills, with 3 fumbles recovered and then the 2 interceptions. So yeah, I mean, defense really gave up a lot of yards and just let them march all over the damn field. So that's something that they're definitely going to have to work on next week against the Patriots. Obviously, the Patriots don't have Josh Allen back there or the same offense, but they certainly don't have the running game that the Bills do. Yeah. But, if it wasn't for those turnovers, I think the Bills might have hung like 55, 60 points on them.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they punted once. I don't remember a punt. I was drinking pretty heavily.
I really don't remember either. I did miss a chunk of the game. I had to go to church. Didn't have to. I went to church. I missed a little bit of the game, but I recorded it and sped through it when I got back.
You recorded it on what? Who records things now? Do you have a VCR?
No, I recorded. Do you not have like recording on your television?
Oh, you just rewinded the channel.
No, I hit record on it. I can record on the actual.
Okay, all right. No. I thought maybe you had TiVo.
What are you thinking in the 1940s or something?
I'm a streaming boy, dude. I guess I would just have rewinded the stream. But how much did you? So you missed the ending?
I missed almost most of the ending. I think I got back right as the game was ending, and then I rewind. I went back and then just fast forwarded it through everything.
Yeah,
wasn't as exciting, but still got to see it.
So you got to see what it looks like for a quarterback to actually step up in the moment, especially in a playoff moment, and then win a game for his team.
Yeah, I saw a quarterback that had a number 1 offensive line actually blocking, so that really helps.
Yeah, that offensive line made that really great throw to Mims in the corner of the end zone.
The offensive line gave him the time to throw that ball.
Oh man, were we really going to blame the line for Herbert in his last couple playoff performances? Come on, man.
So you think playing behind the worst offensive line in playoff history doesn't make a difference? That was what he played with.
I don't think that's why they lost. I think they lost because Herbert looked like he never played football before. We already went over this, man. Go back a couple episodes. Yeah, Herbert's dog shit when it comes to the playoffs. And Charger fans always have an excuse for it, and it just doesn't check out.
It's not an excuse, it's facts. The worst offensive line.
He's playing behind that offensive line all damn season and looked a lot better before that.
And no running back.
Okay. Yeah, but speaking of no running back, I mean, Bo Nix was the leading rusher for the Broncos. So, I mean, what made his performance even more impressive was, going into the game, they had a healthy wide receiver room. Pat Bryant gets 3 catches on the first drive and then gets a concussion. He was obviously going to be a big part of the game plan. And then Troy Franklin comes up with a hammy, hoping at least one of those guys come back next week. Bo Nix does this, throwing balls to Lil Jordan Humphrey, who they brought back and signed to the practice squad earlier this season. Marvin Mims, who doesn't get a lot of play in the offense typically. And then Courtland Sutton, who didn't want to show up until that last drive. So
that's true.
Bo had a great game. Still didn't get Ingram involved. So next week.
Well, we should go back and be like, how many times did Alex say next week Ingram's going to get
Next week is the Ingram game. I'm calling it.
I still think it's going to be that rookie you guys just signed. And I think you guys just signed another tight end, did you?
No, they actually signed him to the active
after
roster, right?
What are you talking
about? Was he like 6'8"?
Oh, Caleb
tight end.
Lohner. Yeah, no, he's not going to get any play. But Caleb Lohner's elevation, that's funny. You guys bring that up. I was hoping he would play, but then it was kind of like, I don't know who they're going to knock down or not give a jersey to in the tight end room. Maybe Evan Ingram. So I don't know if Sean just did that to get Caleb Lohner a paycheck because, you get paid significantly more if you're on the active roster. Or if maybe he did that the night before the game, just kind of mess with the Bills. And like, hey, we got this guy coming up that's never played all season. He's 6 foot, 1,000,000 inches. And maybe got a game plan for this guy overnight and just kind of throw him off the trail a little bit. Sean Payton is a great chess player, so I don't know. Maybe that was it. But he ended up not even playing, so it didn't even matter. Another one was Elijah Moore may be playing next week, given the circumstances with the Broncos wide receivers now. So,
and punt return, kick return,
too. Maybe. I mean, Marvin Mims is going to be playing, so I don't know why.
He didn't get hurt. My bad. That was.
Marvin Mims actually did get hurt like 3 times during the game, but he just kept coming back. Even on that last catch in the end zone, he ran into a cameraman, hit him right in the back.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You guys saw that?
Yeah,
see that?
Yeah,
I had to fast forward through
it. So let's get into some less happy things about the game, I guess. Unless there was anything else you guys want to talk about.
I was going to bring up that one bet that guy put down for the first touchdown. The one that who was it to? I think it was Franklin that it went through his hands.
Oh, Low Jordan Humphrey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he missed out on like 60 something.
Yeah, damn.
That's tough. I was screaming at the TV when Lil J dropped that, but he made up for it. He got that one later in the game. That was a great pass by Bo again. His offensive line made a really great throw on that one, I have to say.
Yep.
Because that's the only reason why he's successful.
Exactly.
But let's talk a little bit more about Bo. Obviously, breaking news here on the Third and Thirsty podcast, dropping on Wednesday this week that Bo Nix broke his ankle. So that was like the worst fucking news to read. Just the high of winning the game, the first playoff game in 10 years, to reading the notification on my phone. I don't know, whatever it was, 45 minutes later, 30 minutes later?
Maybe 30, yeah.
Dude,
it was almost like right after.
Yeah.
Which I like the way Sean Payton handled that. How do you guys think he handled it? Do you guys like the way he did? Or
I didn't even see what he did, to be honest.
I don't know. I think if I was the head coach, this is just me spitballing. I do not know football as much as Sean Payton does or anybody in the NFL.
It's taking you all season.
No, we've admitted it. We admitted that like in our first or second episode that we are not the ball-knowing podcast
in
here.
In regards to Sean Payton.
Oh.
We are the ball-knowing podcast. By the way, we are the ball-knowing podcast because when it comes to our predictions, we've only gotten one game wrong in the playoffs, by the way. And that was the Bills-Jags. So if you want to make some money next week, stick around for our predictions.
Might need to come back with our parlays now.
Yeah, for real.
We've been lacking.
Yeah. So this is the ball-knowing podcast.
Yeah. But what I was getting at was that I remember now. Sean Payton. Oh yeah, Sean Payton. No, he's a really good coach. He's always going to be a really good coach. Bo was put in the perfect position. He had a team almost already built around him. Not saying he's not a good player. He's an awesome player. He's at this point, I'll admit it right now. He's a better quarterback than Justin Herbert is in the playoffs. I don't care. It is what it is.
Of course, if poverty-ass franchise fan doesn't care if they're better in the playoffs.
Overall, no, I'm saying overall though, it's still I'm okay with it. It's still going to be a long rivalry with these two quarterbacks, and I'm glad that they're both there.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Is that it's always going to be a back and forth, and neither of us are ever going to give up. And on the other hand,
no, unless Bo
there's
the
Raiders.
To the Raiders or some shit. Yeah.
Hey, we never know.
How did Sean Payton handle the injury news?
That's what that's what we're getting at. Yeah. If I was the coach, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know where I was. Then you said Sean Payton, but okay. No, if I was Sean Payton, I think I would have waited a little bit longer to put it out there. Maybe just to give him, something to think about. Maybe if he was even a day or two.
Are you talking about the Patriots?
No. Oh yeah. To put out the injury news. Might have waited another day or two, which is what they usually do. They keep it like
typically,
under the wraps.
Typically, but I think he was worried that the news was going to leak overnight, which just based on like different podcasts and stuff I was watching, it sounds like all the guys in the Broncos media and, surrounding Broncos media, seems like they kind of had an idea that something was going on with Bo. So I think he wanted to get ahead of it and just deliver, even though the rest of the team had already left, he wanted to go out there and deliver the news. So when the news does come out, players aren't like, holy shit, is this even real? Because there's news stories coming about like Peyton Manning reads the news and he had to reach out to people working for the Broncos to find out if it was even real because it was such a shock. I had to do the same thing. Obviously, when I found out the news, I had to go and check a bunch of different sources on it.
I called Sean Payton. Yo, bro, what's going on with Bo Nix?
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. Like, damn, you called.
Check no. In the regular source,
the way you let it up with him was I called Sean Payton and was like, "Yo, Sean, what's going on with Bo? I need to know for the Third and Thirsty podcast."
He was like, "Dude, I'm about to go give a press conference. Just watch." No, I like the way he handled it, and I like the way he backed up Stiddy. We talked about Sean Payton. There's two things that he loves. One is winning, and the other is being right. I've talked about this multiple times, and I think some of what drives his want to be right is he kind of sets himself up for it. So like earlier this year, everyone said he was fucking crazy, saying that this is a team that's capable of winning the Super Bowl. Everyone said he was crazy. Look, here we are. He's in the AFC Championship game and would be favored in the game if Bo was playing. So he comes out here and he says, we got full confidence in Stiddy, and he ends it with, just watch. I think he's going to draw one hell of a game plan. Again, we're going to talk about the game in the next episode, but I think he's setting himself up for another, like, I just fucking told you. I told you earlier, and you guys didn't believe me.
I hope he looks like an idiot after. It's Chargers.
So we'll see. You don't know. How do you feel about that, Edgar? About how the way he handled that?
Honestly, I didn't even see the.
You didn't see the press.
I didn't see the press conference, but I mean, just the fact that he went out there. I mean, sure.
After he had already had the initial press conference.
So I'll say he had like a little dad joke when he came back in. He goes back up to the podium and said, "I love you guys so much. I wanted to come back and talk to you more." It's just perfect way to go in there and drop a fucking bombshell. So anything else on Bo Nix's injury? I know no one celebrates injuries.
No.
Even rival fans.
No.
Typically.
Yeah, honestly, when I saw that, I was like...
The only thing I said, obviously, as a Chargers fan, like, I know Justin Herbert would have tried to do something to get back out there. Fuck it. Would have said, shoot me up, take me up, I don't care. It wouldn't have happened. But he would have still tried. He would have fought his way to try to get out there. It would have never happened.
It's such a dumb take.
I'm just saying, it would have never happened, but he would have said, what can I do? Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, I'm sure Bo Nix took the news really well and was relieved to not have to play in the AFC Championship game.
Maybe.
No, yeah, when I saw that, I was like...
I'm sorry, I got to cut you off.
Go for it.
This is the same guy that played the last, 6 games last year with a broken back. So let's not talk about Bo like he doesn't have the heart to go out there and play.
No, but yeah, when I saw the notice or the notification, I was just like, dude, I thought it was fake, but it was because it was underdog. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. And then I started looking through my Instagram, Facebook. I had to Google it.
Don't go on Facebook to check this shit. Bro.
I do. I was just looking.
It would have some weird AI slop saying he died.
Or your grandma saying that I love not Bo Nix. Because grandparents are the ones that are on Facebook.
True.
But no, so I was looking everywhere, but when I saw, I was like, that it was true. I was like, damn. Like, Raiders were never in the playoffs when fucking Carr broke. I mean, they made it to the playoffs, but Carr didn't end up playing in the playoffs. But
Carr broke down.
It just one of that feeling is like, what if he would actually been playing? So I could only imagine, since you guys were just 2 games away for the fucking Super Bowl. So it sucks.
It does suck, man. As a Bronco fan, especially one like me who's number one Bo defender, this season obviously has been awesome because they've been so successful, winning the division, getting the number 1 seed, winning a playoff game. So it's awesome to see the team doing well, but it was also nice seeing Bo continue to shut the fucking haters up. And he has such a chance to do it with these next 2 games. Being able to win an AFC Championship game against Drake May, the guy that everyone's starting to put over him from his draft class, then go and win a Super Bowl. It just sucks that was taken away from him. He's not going to get that chance this year. I think Bo's going to have plenty of chances again coming up. I think what we're seeing here in the AFC is a change of ties. I mean, it's not just going to be a 1-year thing. I don't think, Lamar and Burrow and Mahomes are just going to be running shit for the next 5-6 years. You got Bo, you got Drake May. I'd throw Herbert in there if he knew how to win a playoff game because he is just as talented as those guys, if not more. So sucks to see that's not going to happen this year. And if the Broncos do somehow pull off I wouldn't even say it's a miracle because the team around him is pretty damn good. And as much as I love Bo, it's not a quarterback-driven team, really. I mean, he wins in the biggest moments, but he's not Patrick Mahomes when it comes to, a quarterback-friendly team or a quarterback-dependent team.
That just, if you're done with your take, that leads me to a question. If Stiddy does go out there and light it up,
I was wondering if one of you guys would have asked this question, but go ahead.
Does light it up? What do you say then? Like,
no,
I'm not saying you trade away Bo and you go full in on Stiddy. I'm just saying, do you still think that Bo is that good, or is it the team that's that good around him?
No, I still think it's Bo. I mean, because Bo, when it comes to those moments, like, when they were down 4 points with whatever it was, 4 minutes left, I think. And, they're getting the ball back with a chance to win it. I had no doubt that he was going to drive the team down the field. When Stiddy gets the ball in that same situation, that doubt's going to be real heavy in my mind.
Just because you haven't seen it, but hey, you give him the whole season, you don't know you never know.
No, Bo has just some freak characteristics to him. The way that he could avoid sacks. Which, as much as I'm going to like what Stiddy's going to be doing these next couple of weeks, I don't think Stiddy's going to have that same. Bo's arm talent is crazy, and the way he could throw off the run, I think is top 2 or 3 in the league. So, no. I mean, Bo just has some freak talent and continues to grow, and I can't wait to see what he does next year. So, no, I'll never – unless Stidham goes out and throws for like 700 yards in each game – or like 5 or 6 touchdowns and they win each game like 75-0, then no, I'm not going to think that it's because of the system.
I mean, I was kind of right, not because of the situation, but I was like, hey, maybe Stiddy should start. He is starting, not the situation that I envisioned, but hey, he's starting. I said that in the preseason, so give me some credit.
That was a really dumb take now or then, and it's even worse now. So.
It's better than your getup.
Fuck you, dude. You just don't know Bronco Twitter right now, man.
Exactly. Why would I? I'm Chargers all the way. Why would I be following Broncos pages? Why would I be all up in there? Nah.
Well, I follow the Charger pages.
I mean, I follow them, but I'm not on the
podcast page, so
not all up in there.
Yeah, we don't want you. There's a reason you want
trying to get in there.
All right, let's see. So we talked a little bit about Bo. You guys want to talk about the interception pick? Any of you guys think that was a catch? I mean, you guys want to make that argument?
The only argument...
This is a good litmus test of whether or not you know ball.
The only argument that I had there is why make that like a quick decision why not look at it real quick? Hey, it's
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that argument. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not saying it would have changed the outcome, but I'm just saying it's a pivotal point in the game. Was it already in overtime or was this?
It was in overtime.
So they're the only ones that can stop and look at this. So he can't throw the flag. Why not just, hey, we're going to look at it real quick. Yeah, it's not even going to be us. It's going to be from up top. Mm-hmm. They're going to give us the outcome. And all right, it was a interception. Let's move on with it. Yeah. That's the only thing. I'm not saying it was a catch or an interception. It was what they called it was what it is. But I just would have liked to see at that pivotal point in the game that they just slowed it down for a second and moved along after.
I could understand that argument of just taking a longer look at it, but it wouldn't have changed anything because by the letter of the law, the letter of the rule, that was easily an interception. Honestly, like I wasn't during the game, I wasn't paying attention to Twitter and stuff because when we watch it on TV, Twitter is at least 30, 40 seconds ahead. When you're getting reports from people that are actually at the game. So I didn't want to be on Twitter and see what happened before I'm watching on TV.
Yeah, I'm never on social media before. So during a game, I'm just watching it. I can't do it.
In this game, I muted my phone. I didn't want anyone to fucking bother me. So, after the Bo news broke, I'm starting to go and scrolling through X and seeing all these different Bill pages complaining about it. And I was just like, maybe I missed something because when I watched it live, there was no doubt in my mind that was an interception. And I went back and watched it again, and it's just the clearest interception. I don't understand the hoo-ha or the hoo-ha. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't understand the uproar.
Hoopla. I get it. I get it just because the way I saw it for a split second, I'm not saying it's one way or another. I'm just saying for a split second, it's like he caught it, then he was down, and then he was being touched while he was down, and then the defensive player ripped it out of his hands after. So I was like, wait, is he not down by contact at that point?
No, because he's not a runner.
That's the only thing I'm saying. That's the only thing I had going for me. And if they would have slowed it down, and then even then they could have explained it a little bit, and then everybody would have been like, okay, over with. Let's move on. It would have taken another minute.
Yeah, because if you look at it, anytime you watch a player make a catch on the sideline, right? You always look at the feet, you look at control, and then you always have to follow him through, even when he's out of play. Does he survive the ground? It doesn't matter if he's still in play or not. You have to survive the ground. So I don't understand why Bills fans are crazy about this because you've convinced yourself that he made the catch, but obviously, deep down that.
I will say this, that I saw a play the week before, of course, it was a Chargers game. Keenan Allen trying to get his money. Went, same thing, out of bounds, caught the ball, 2 feet, went down, and then, once he landed, the ball popped out. And I was like, wait, what's the difference between that and this?
I guess I don't know.
Down by contact. Play. No, I'm just saying a little bit, the way I explained it, he caught it at the sideline, 2 feet in. Once he fell to the ground out of bounds and he turned, the ball pops out.
Then it should have been a catch.
And they called it a catch.
Yeah, so they shouldn't have catched. I'm not saying the NFL is never or inconsistent because they always are inconsistent.
Yes, very, very.
But in this situation, they got the call right. Thank God, because how pissed I'd be.
Yeah. I think they might have on that Keenan Allen play. I think the other team might have thrown
the other team was
the flag. Did they throw the flag on that one? No, whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever, but I'm just saying
it's a regular season.
It's inconsistent, but I'm saying it's inconsistent, and that brings me to the point that I'm making is that it's a playoff game. There's not just it's a regular season game. This one play, whatever. You have the whole season to make your case for the playoffs. But this is the playoffs. That's why I think they maybe should have slowed it down.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded if they took.
And then that's the only
same conclusion.
Exactly. That's the only thing I'm saying.
And then imagine how many times they've been screwed over by the Chiefs. At this point now, they think every fucking player is screwed over.
That's fair. They've had some calls go against them because they were playing the Chiefs, but the Broncos aren't the Chiefs. They don't have Taylor Swift in the press box.
But
and then the other one they're complaining about was the pass interference.
No, that was pass interference.
So there was two. Yeah. So there was
one in the playoffs.
No. Excuse me.
I remember the playoffs. One in the overtime.
They were both both on the last drive. So it was Marvin Mims at the 5-yard line. That was the easiest pass interference call ever.
That's the one I was.
He never turned his head. He tackled him before the ball got.
And then he started complaining afterwards.
Yeah,
the defensive player.
Get your money's worth. The ball's at the goal line anyways. Yeah. But the one before that was on court, which was kind of ticky tack. He was kind of grabbing at him. I don't know if I would. By the letter of the law, you throw the flag. But I don't understand the outrage on this one either because Nick Bosa had a roughing the passer call on the same damn play. Joey, excuse me. So it was a difference of 2 yards on the penalty. And the one on Bosa was so obvious. He hit Bo 3 seconds after he threw the ball. Yeah. So, again, this is another one. It was just who gives a shit? It meant nothing to the game.
Yeah, when I saw
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, when I saw those PI calls, I even jokingly, I even sent it to the I sent it to the group chat. I was like, "Oh, the Broncos are getting the Chiefs treatment."
Yeah, you're tripping.
And you were just like,
that's what I said jokingly.
Yeah, and you were just like, "Oh, this and that." But I was just laughing because I'm like, clearly, I mean, yeah, the Tre'Davious White one, yeah, that was a PI.
Oh, dude, all the way.
But
all the way.
That first one. Ticky tack. I honestly thought the one before that was actually PI, but they didn't call that one. They were saying that he was turned around and it was a good block. But the one after that, I was just like, dang, that one looked like it had way like the other one looked like it had more contact than that one. But I guess because he had turned around, they didn't say anything.
Well, went the way it went.
Yeah. Biggest takeaway.
Broncos have a franchise quarterback, man. I mean, he's been playing well his first 2 years. First quarterback to do a couple of different things. I don't have the stats in front of me, but it was yards, touchdowns, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't really matter to me. Are you winning? He's winning. And he had a good playoff performance last year against the Bills. I know you guys don't know ball, so you don't agree. But this one, there's no denying it. He went out there and balled. He outplayed Josh Allen and had 2 game-winning drives. So, I mean, Bo Nix not playing these next couple of games fucking sucks, man. But there's no doubt in my mind. And you're talking to me, so there was no doubt in my mind before. But rest of Bronco country now that needed to catch up, we all know that Bo Nix is the guy going.
You don't think after this injury he's not going to be like?
No, he'll be fine. Apparently he's had this a couple of times before, which I don't know. We could think about whether or not that's concerning. But
I wasn't concerned at all, but now that you're saying that, I'm not concerned either way, but I'm just saying now that you're bringing up that this isn't the first time, that might be something to look, be mindful of in the future.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see. We don't even know what bone it was that you're looking at.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm just saying maybe you don't have them run as much in the future. Things like that. But with that's getting way into the weeds of things. Yeah.
Was it a fracture or just was full break?
Either way,
they didn't come out with anything.
He needed surgery, so it was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if there was anything else I wanted to cover from the game itself. I think that's
pretty much covered it all.
That's about it.
Honestly, go ahead. This game was probably the best game of the weekend. The other game was really boring.
After that, there was not much to speak of after that game.
Except for the dominance of fucking Seattle.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good. Let's move on. There's 2 things I talked about before the game that I was guaranteeing. One, Mile High would be jumping. I was definitely right about that. That place was crazy loud. And 2, no matter what happens in this Broncos-Bills game, the mainstream media will not talk about the Broncos.
I thought you were talking about Ingram, but
I didn't guarantee that. I learned my lesson not to guarantee anything about Ingram at this point. Maybe I will this week. I don't know. But back to my point. Mainstream media not talking about the Broncos. Here's some timestamps I took from different podcasts I listened to. This is PFT. They were talking about the Broncos Bills for 33 minutes and 45 seconds before mentioning the Broncos. Overreaction Monday from Rich Eisen. Love you, Rich Eisen. Didn't mention the Broncos one bit.
Love you.
45-minute show.
Keep it
up. When they did get to the main show, it took them 17 minutes into the coverage of the Broncos-Bills games to mention the Broncos. Middlecoff and Cowherd took 8 minutes. And Cowherd and Nick Wright did 15-minute segment on the divisional round this weekend. Only mentioned the Broncos in passing. So thank God for mediums like YouTube, shows like Third and Thirsty Podcast, where you get some Bronco coverage, get some Charger coverage, get some Raider coverage. They're not getting much right now because they're not playing. So shout out to anybody that's watching on YouTube. Thank you.
Oh, no, we're getting coverage, but for other reasons.
Yep.
True. Shout out to all of you guys watching on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe. We're getting close to 100. And
we're still at 100? What are you guys doing? Yeah. Subscribe.
And literally like
I thought it was the entire time you've been sneaking out, bro.
85% of the people that are watching our videos are not subscribed. So come on, man. Just takes a second.
Quick click. That's it.
Yeah. So let's move on. You guys want to do IPAs and Seltzers first? You guys want to do coaching news?
Let's do IPAs and Seltzers.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're still talking about this week's games.
Okay. So anyone new here to the channel, again, subscribe. you bitch. And we do this every week. We give an IPA out to players or people at the game or fans or whatever that we think deserve it. IPAs are the best beer, and that stands for
Impact Player Award.
And then we give out seltzers to people that wouldn't give a beer or an IPA to. You get a seltzer instead, which seltzers suck. We don't drink seltzers.
Usually leftover drinks that nobody wants. People bring them over because they think it's cool, but it's not.
And they always sit in the fridge for weeks, months after that.
They probably expire. They expire
until the next party, and where they sit there again. So let's start with IPAs. Anyone want to give an IPA?
Well, you lead it off. You're the Broncos fan. They won. We'll give it to you. So give you the stage.
I didn't have anything set in mind. I mean, I was going to talk about Frank Crum, but we've already talked about him quite a bit, catching his first touchdown pass, not only in the NFL or college or high school, but he said he never even caught one in backyard recess, schoolyard football. So must be pretty cool for Frank Crum.
How much stickum did he have on his hands in that play?
It looked like quite a bit since he got hit like that.
He was the wide receiver in the replacement. He's like,
yeah. Looked like he just jerked off an elephant. Yeah. No, I think it was jelly from all those sandwiches he was making.
That gets your hands sticky too. Shit.
Yeah. Or honey. Honey's real sticky.
Yep.
So, you know what? Fuck it. I got to give one last one to Bo. Bo coming up at the biggest moment of his career and just balling out, beating Josh Allen. IPA to Bo. I mean, shit, you're not playing anymore, so why don't you have a couple?
Might as well. Shit.
Yep. All right. Any other IPAs to give out?
I'll give one out, and it's got nothing to do with the games this week. It has obviously something to do with the Chargers. I'm going to give it to Harbaugh because he fired the only offensive coordinator he's ever had in the NFL. He fired Greg Roman, his best buddy, really good friends, and he cut the ties. I was really surprised. So thank you, John Harbaugh. Thank you for firing your friend because he didn't need to be there anymore. Thank you.
Fair enough. I thought we were talking about seltzers, and I was like, wait, I thought you were happy about Greg Roman. All right.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving it to Harbaugh because he fired him. Yeah.
No, I was confused is what I was saying. All right.
Edgar?
Fuck, I'm trying to think.
You already given one to Mendoza since he won the championship that you guys probably won't ever with him?
Yeah, his last one.
Hey, you better hope not, because then if he does, he's gonna be the first. He's gonna get a Super Bowl before the Chargers.
A long way to go.
But to be honest with you, I would give it to him. He played awesome, but you know, I don't even know if he still has a chance to go back to play in college, so he can be like, fuck that, I don't want to play with the Raiders.
Hey, Moore already said that.
Yeah, but Moore is a lot younger than him but anyways, honestly, I gotta do it. I'm gonna give it to Lutz for making me right on that last call.
Hell yeah.
I was literally about to say Bo Nix, but I was like, wait, Lutz made me right, so I'm gonna give it to Lutz.
So you're a Denver fan now?
Nah,
that's what it sounds like.
I respect game.
You did call the Will Lutz walk-off field goal, man. That's pretty damn impressive. So, yeah, man, that was awesome. My nerves were kicking a little bit, even though how short that field goal was. It's like, goddamn, if we miss this field goal. Especially now that we know that Bo had a broken ankle, like Stidham would have had to jog out there for another drive if we got the ball back. So,
I remember.
I mean, at that point, adrenaline's rushing, get a shot into it, might be able to last another series.
Bo would have played, but they probably wouldn't have got the ball back. Mm-hmm. Very unlikely. Yeah. Okay.
Seltzers?
Yeah, let's knock out some seltzers. So
go for it.
God, I just had one in mind. You know what? Anyone celebrating Bo's injury, which I did see online quite a bit.
That's got to be like a unified like seltzer to anybody that celebrates an injury. Indeed. Like, you can talk shit about things. You can try to like split it a different way, not talking shit about the injury, but like talking good about your player on your team. But if you're really laughing at somebody getting injured, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's super shitty behavior.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
So,
and we don't like to cuss here on the Third and Thirsty Cuss, but that's fucking bullshit.
I like to cuss. Yeah, man, that's pretty fucking weak. I saw a couple Charger pages celebrating.
Yeah, I saw that too, which wasn't my forte. Like, it's not. That's like I said. I'll say something that talk about Herbert, but nothing to ever put somebody down.
Yeah, super weak. Yeah. So anyone celebrating injury, not just for Bo, but anyone else. Except for Tyreek Hill. Again, you can celebrate Tyreek Hill's injury. Fuck him.
Yeah, that's definitely a unified seltzer. I think we can just end it there, bro. Like nobody needs to be talking about
3 seltzers.
Yeah, for anybody, because there. I saw it too. I saw it everywhere.
I'll still give a one seltzer, and this is obviously a second time in the playoffs, and luckily he's making the team taking his team to the playoffs. But bro, how many interceptions did CJ Stroud throw already?
He's so ass.
I was trying to figure out who he was playing for that game.
Dude,
he might have money on New England, dude. He was super ass.
He threw 4 interceptions this week, and I think he threw another 4 last week or the week. But
question: seeing that performance versus that team, which the Chargers just played, I think Herbert had a better game. Just saying. I'm always gonna bring it back to Herbert. Fuck you guys.
Okay. I think I would have had a better game than Stroud did. Okay. Yeah. Any more seltzers?
No. Like I said, unified seltzer for anybody celebrating.
I just had a CJ Stroud. But yeah.
Super weak. All right. Let's talk about some coaching stuff for you guys. Because you guys don't have any games to talk about. Let's talk about some coaching carousel. The most prominent news that just dropped here about, an hour ago for us. We're recording on Tuesday night, and got our new offensive coordinator there in LA.
Yep, Mike McDaniel. That was my my number one pick. He is a little weird, but hey, I'm pretty sure Jim Harbaugh is going to show him how to be an actual head coach, not trying to be everybody's best friend, not trying to just, hey, you want to go and do this out there? All right, we're all going to have a good time. Like, no, we're here to win a fucking game. We're here to put the best product on the field.
I think they're two weird dudes that after spending 20 hours a day together might get a little fucking tired of each other.
Different weird, yes, and they might, but different weird. I think the reason that McDaniel wanted to be there. Obviously, you have one of the top talents in the league in the quarterbacks, but you also get to learn off of one of the better families of football in the league. How to be like a really good head coach, but not just, you don't need to be their best friend. You need to be able to assert yourself, be able to tell them what it is and how it's going, and not say please at the end. So that was my thing. I'm glad that he's there. That was my number one pick again. I think this is going to help Justin Herbert really. Honestly, not Justin Herbert. It's going to help everybody else get to his level, get to where he's a perfectionist. He needs people to, not needs, but he wants people to be in certain places at a certain time. If they're not there, then he needs to ad-lib and do other things. And then, sometimes it doesn't work out. So, but I think this was the best thing for the Chargers.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm really anxious to see what Charger fans are going to be saying. I want to say around this time this year because they won't be playing, but maybe a couple weeks backwards when Herbert has another shitty game at the end of the season. Are they going to blame McDaniel, or are they going to have a different excuse?
No, they're going to have $100 million to spend on, and I hope they spend like $80 million of it on the offensive line. The 3 interior offensive linemen, like new, like Linderbaum. How much money do you want?
I guess we'll get into free agency stuff because I don't even know who will be available at that position.
Yeah, this is even Linderbaum. He might not be available. Yeah. He might just be something like a wish for everybody that's looking for a center. But hey, at this point, that's all we got.
Yeah, Broncos don't have to worry about that. They lock down their
until
center.
Next week. Oh, I'm saying about the off season. Until next week.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, yeah. McDaniel. He's. I'm going to have to look more into it because I don't give a shit about the Dolphins, but I know they're built a lot on speed, and that's what he liked to do over there. So I don't know what that's going to mean in personnel-wise for the Chargers. I guess McConkey's pretty damn quick, right?
Yeah.
He's no Tyreek Hill, but I guess Tyreek Hills don't grow on trees. They just beat the shit out of kids and women, apparently.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, yeah, that is true. but that means that the quick game is going to be there. The quick game that we had no semblance of whatsoever this whole season. Even though Justin Herbert got hit more than any other quarterback, like all time, they still didn't know what a quick game was. Like, oh, maybe we should not do a 5-7 step drop back. Maybe we should do a 2 to 3 step drop back and get the ball out of his hands. To me, this is somebody that's innovative, that's newer, is with the times, not just the old school pound the ball, run the ball. But even then, he still had one of the better rushing attacks in the league, with not that great offensive line or great running back. Achane is a good running back. Man. Yeah. But without that system, is he as good as he is? Does he have those numbers? He might be as tough as he is. Definitely.
I still think he's going to be good even after.
No, he's definitely as tough as he's going to be. But does he have those little creases? Does he get those little holes that McDaniel schemes up? You know, those little holes.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, the games that I did see, he was actually like carrying a lot of that offense, because their quarterback wasn't doing anything and their offensive line wasn't the best.
Even better.
I mean, I would say, like, you know, yes, he is a really good running back. I'm not gonna like sell him short, but I mean, McDaniels is a creative OC. The only thing for me is where I'm gonna be with Alex. Like, there's not much speed, because even Omarion Hampton, he's more of like a bully. Like, yeah, he has speed. Like, he'll get away from you, but
he's probably faster than me.
Oh, he's definitely faster than me.
Maybe a step. He's got a step on you, maybe, bro.
But you know, if there's a corner out there in the free, like, you know, this fool can tackle or something.
Yeah, but is that corner going to want to hit that big bodied running back?
Bro, he can just, you know, go for his leg and that was going to fall over.
Yeah. You can try. Or slip through and go for a touchdown after that. Getting way under the weeds of it again, but I'm saying this is my number one pick as the offensive coordinator. I'm glad that he's coming in, even if it is for a year, maybe 2. But at least he develops somebody behind him, leaves somebody there to take over, to take over the play calling duties. Because obviously Harbaugh doesn't call plays on either side of the ball. He's definitely one of those leader of men, culture builders, and he really relies on his coaching staff.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. He was definitely more successful as an OC than he was a head coach. So he's probably
which does give me some faith there.
Yeah.
What about
the Raiders? Not a lot of. There's no news to talk.
There's not really much news. I mean,
a lot of rumors though.
They've just been like really interviewing a lot of different coaches. Obviously, they've been doing a lot of second interviews with some coaches. There was a lot of rumors. There's been a lot of rumors, obviously, because of Lamar Jackson. Apparently, Baltimore is thinking of moving on from them.
Well, what do you think about that? Would you be okay with that?
I wouldn't. As much as I think that Lamar Jackson's a really good quarterback, I'd rather just go ahead and just continue going with staying young.
Also, why the fuck would Lamar Jackson want to leave Baltimore to go to?
But it's not his choice. He doesn't have like a no trade clause. He doesn't have.
I don't know if
he gets traded.
I just don't see the Raiders giving up.
He has no trade clauses in their contracts nowadays.
Go ahead.
I don't see the Raiders giving up $50 million or 50 plus whatever is to pay him. Trade whatever, multiple first round picks, or probably even add Crosby to it. I just don't see it. I kind of see Spytek wanting to build this team from the ground up, young, you know, everybody with like rookie contracts or freaking, you know, like he wants to do it the right way. And with Lamar Jackson, great quarterback, but we're not a quarterback away. Like, that's just going to be a waste of money, and we're going to be wasting his career. So by the time we actually have a good a good team around him, he's probably going to end up retiring or probably wanting to leave to another team.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is 29 years old, so yeah, he's definitely.
He'll be like maybe 33,
he's certainly
34.
not old, but he's older than Fernando Mendoza, and he does have a no trade clause.
Yeah, so I don't see it happening. A lot of people were saying we should trade him and pick up from Mendoza. I'm like, what do you guys make? What makes you all think that we're going to be able to get Jackson and keep our first round pick?
Right.
Like, that's one stupid. And why would we give up? Why would we like waste Mendoza's first couple of years in his rookie contract for Jackson when we don't have anything around Jackson? Like,
yeah, that'd be a really dumb thing.
Yeah, it's not a smart move. Spytek's not even entertaining it. Like,
but the Raiders are really good at making really shitty moves.
Yeah, that's why.
And shitty haircuts.
But that's why, like, I'm, in Spytek, I like, you believe in Bo, I believe in Spytek, honestly. I honestly think he's very, what is that word called?
Good.
Not just be, I don't know, he's good, but he's,
innovative?
No, he doesn't like jump into like trying to trade for somebody. He doesn't like trying to like overpay for somebody. He's like he doesn't like he's not gonna overpay for somebody like for a free agent. Like he's what's that word called? I was trying to think of the word for it.
Well, whatever that word is.
But in the end of the day, it's like it's finally somebody that's not willing to be like, fine, we'll give you this amount of money, just come play for us. Like, this guy was like, okay, you don't want to play? Fine. Like, we're not going to pay you more than we need to pay you. Like, it's finally somebody who's, like, smart with the money, knows talent and everything. So, like...
Until the owner's like, why aren't you putting a better product on the field?
I mean, to be honest with you, like, we'll see when that happens. But even there was an interview with Mark Davis, and they asked him, like, what do you think? He's like, I have no idea what they're doing. Like, I just went to the championship game to go see Mendoza because that's the only thing I know that he's going to be the first-round pick. But besides that, I have no idea what's going on with the coaching. I don't ask. He's just letting Tom Brady and Spytek take control, which is probably the smartest thing he's done in the last 15 years.
He's like, I already fucked up enough.
Did you guys see the picture of them at the game? It was hella funny.
No.
It was like... Spytek, Brady, and whoever else. There was
I saw Brady there, yeah.
Huddling up, kind of talking ball or whatever. And then Mark Davis is kind of standing there next to him, staring at the camera like a big dumb idiot.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that
so
he's like...
funny because it was just very...
Mark Davis.
Encapsulating.
I was like, Mary Mark Davis.
Like what the situation is over there. Where he's just like, why are you even there, dude? Just go home.
It's his stadium. Oh, no, it's not even a stadium.
No, it was in Miami.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, was there anything else we want to add to the coaching?
Who would you at this point? Who would you?
I still think offensive coordinator or offensive minded coach.
If you had to pick your top guy, who would it be?
Clint Kubiak.
Okay.
I did hear another rumor saying that Raiders wait until next week. So maybe we're still waiting for a team that for a coaching or a coach that is still playing. So
like a coordinator that's still
a coordinator is still playing. It could be Kubiak, obviously, with the Seahawks. One of the dark horses I've been coming out, I've been hearing a lot about is Davis Webb. That one's very interesting.
That shit pissed me off.
Like, I've been hearing a lot of good things about him. I can,
Oh, you got Lombardi.
So at the end of the day, for me, it's like, as long as it's offensive minded, I'm okay with it, to be honest with you. That's why, like, when you were saying where McDaniel's, like, if he comes and he leaves after 1 year, I'm like, that's kind of like, I mean, that's going to suck because, like, imagine you guys were maybe another year to go to the Super Bowl, but he's like, you know what, I'm going to go be a head coach. Like, look at, like, and I brought this up earlier, like, look at the Eagles. In the last 5 years, they've had 4 offensive coordinators, and they've won 2 Super Bowls. So, like, every single time they've sucked, it's because they've always had a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So if McDaniels does do good, I don't know. Hopefully you guys keep him. If not, it's gonna be a carousel for y'all.
Yeah, but it's okay because I feel like if he's coming in and somebody else can learn under him, they're not just gonna follow him. I feel like they'll stay there because they want to be the play calling offensive coordinator.
I'm sure, but
they're not going to follow him to just sit behind him and hold a clipboard and whatever he said.
Yeah, but you think after 1 year they're gonna just go ahead and just go to somebody that's just like that, like dang well, like
if it was the quarterback coach that was with him and was listening to all the calls and like this is the type of same offense I want to run, then yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I feel more comfortable like just letting the offensive.
Then what's the difference between that and hiring Davis Webb as your head coach when you don't know he's only been 1 year? What if after 1 year it's the same thing and you're back at
the thing is for me it's like if we do end up getting Davis Webb, they know that they're building this team. Like it's not going to be like after 1-2 years like they're doing bad. I'm like no, like they know that he's built like they know that he's trying to build up this team and they're trying to do it the right way. Now they have an opportunity to be like Sean McVay. And Sean McVay was like a coordinator. Like they thought that he was going to be they thought that him becoming a head coach was too early. And it took him a couple years to like make it to win a Super Bowl, but they made a bunch of trades, they did a bunch of shit. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, they made it happen. So for me, it's like I wouldn't mind Davis Webb. I mean, I would Kellen Kubiak's my guy just because I feel like he has more like experience. But if they go Davis Webb, I would understand. But I just hope, like for me, it's my hope is that they don't fucking go ahead and be like after 2 years be like, oh, we got to go to another head coach. I'm like, nah, you guys knew that this guy was going to be building this team. So if they go that route, I know for a fact, then they're giving him the time to build this team, and as long as they see progress, they're going to be fine with it. Like they don't want fucking like Fernando Mendoza all of a sudden fucking being like Johnny Manziel, like towards the end of his career and shit after one season. So like, I feel like as long as they see everything going forward, going the right direction, I don't see why Davis Webb can't be the head coach. I just think his experience kind of like worries me.
Somebody unproven,
and especially from
going round and around,
and especially like we're in a situation if we get this wrong, it can be another fucking 40 years where we're not going to win anything. But if we get this right, we can turn this around and maybe in the next 3, 4, 5 years.
We'll see. I wouldn't have a lot of faith being that it's the Raiders, but I hope it's not Coach Davis because seeing him go to the Raiders and fail would suck. But if he does go to the Raiders,
I'd be happy about it.
I hope he fails. Anything else you guys want to add to the coaching searches?
I hope you fail. Jeez.
No, just whoever gets Jesse Minter as their head coach is going to be a good team. This is going to be forced to deal with next year, at least defensively. So good luck to him.
Okay.
Wherever he goes.
All right. Well, that means that's 18 days until Jarrett Stidham was Bo Nix's first Super Bowl. Cheers.